Hi. In this video, we'll be discussing about the hacking phases. So basically, there are five phases of hacking, starting with reconnaissance, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing the tracks. So in the reconnaissance phase, which is the first phase of the hacking, any attacker or a penetration tester who will follow all the five steps, that is the five phases. Uh, Being a penetration tester, when you're offered with uh, black box testing, so in that case, we'll start with the reconnaissance phase. So reconnaissance or footprinting, where we will collect the basic information about the target. So in the reconnaissance phase, we'll collect as much as information possible. So it might be a technical information or non-technical information. So whatever the information related to the target, so which is very much essential to complete the hacking phases. So basically, in this reconnaissance phase, we will collect the information about the target, like the target's URL, target's public IP, the operating system information, and so on. That will be collected through the reconnaissance phase. And the next phase is going to be the scanning phase. So in the phase of scanning, we'll probe the target, maybe target network or a target host to check what are all the ports open and what are all the service running on the target, what operating system is running on the target. So with this information, if the attacker or the penetration tester comes to know about the operating system version or a service version, so the attacker may try to find the known vulnerabilities of the target. So if the attacker or the penetration tester finds the known vulnerability into the target, so it'll be easy for the attacker to move on to the next phase. So that is a very important phase in the hacking phases, that is the scanning. And the next phase is the gaining access. So through the information collected through a reconnaissance phase or the scanning phase, so the attacker may find the vulnerability into the target, or if the attacker doesn't find any vulnerability in the operating system or in the application or in any network devices, so even the attacker can create the vulnerability and he can gain access to the target. Or if the attacker finds the vulnerability into the target, so obviously through the existing vulnerability, the attacker can gain access to the target. So that is the gaining access phase. So for gaining access, we may use different methodologies or different tools. And once the access has been gained, maybe that the real attacker may want to maintain the access whenever he want to connect back to the target, or whenever he want to get some data from the target. So in that cases, he want to maintain the access. So for maintaining the access, the attacker may inject some malicious code into the target like spywares or keyloggers, so through which the attackers can continuously maintain the access into the target. And the final phase is the clearing the tracks. Basically, after any attack, if there is any forensic investigation is involved, through the forensic investigation, so definitely the investigator can find who is the criminal, or who did the activity, or what activity he did, what was the cause of the activity. So everything can be found. So basically, any attack that is successfully launched on the target, or any attack attempt is tried on the target, so everything is going to be logged, and those by analyzing those logs, so the target, the attacker who was involved in the attack can be easily found. So not just easily, but there are procedures which is involved to find the real attacker, so through which the attacker can be found. So even the attacker is also aware about this. So to overcome this or to avoid this, the attacker might try to erase the evidences, or modify the evidences. So where the forensic investigator may find it difficult to reach the real attacker. Maybe there are possibilities where the uh, forensic investigator, an efficient forensic investigator, can even find the attacker after clearing the logs, or modifying the logs also. So basically, the final phase of hacking or penetration testing is going to be the clearing the logs, or the clearing the tracks. So that's what for the five phases of the hacking. And in the upcoming videos, we will discuss in detail about all the five phases of hacking. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.